up, guys? EJ here, back with another video, and today it's going to be my Blu-ray DVD collection for 2020 and TV Part 2. So up first, we have Entourage, the complete first season, of course. Vincent Chase and the boys, Adrian Grenier, Kevin Connolly, Kevin Dillon, and what's his name? Jerry Ferrara as Turtle, Johnny Drama, Ari Gold, Jeremy Piven, fantastic. Loved Entourage, all the Hollywood cameos and all the great stories about movies and Hollywood, and big fan of Entourage. Complete second season, third season. Oh nope, this is where they split seasons into parts. I hated that when they did that with this and like Sopranos. So yeah, season 3 part 1, season 3 part 2, then the complete 4th season, 5th season, 6th season, 7th season, and 8th season. Probably the most disappointing season, but still loads of fun. Really enjoyed Entourage. These are a little dusty. Probably should give those a clean. Alright, up next we have Family Guy, Volume 1, Seasons 1 and 2. Of course, Seth MacFarlane's show on Fox. Love Stewie as a character, one of my favorite animated characters of the past decade plus. Peter Griffin, and just a fantastic show. That was Volume 3. Got all the volumes. Volume 4, Volume 5, Volume 6. So I don't really watch Family Guy that much anymore. Volume 7, Volume 8, Volume 9. God, these are like slipping out of their little slip covers in some cases. Volume 10, Volume 11. Go the way all the way up to 14 I believe. So what is this, the 200th episode, Volume 12. Season 12, which is weird when they switch back to seasons. That's always annoying too. Season 13, Season 14. Then I've got some like the Family Guy movies, Stewie Griffin, The Untold Story, and I've got their Star Wars parodies, Blue Harvest, something Dark Side, extra something in there that I forgot, and It's a Trap, of course, Return of the Jedi. The Star Wars parodies are really fun. Alright, up next we have Fawlty Towers, the complete collection, of course, one of the great British comedies of all time. It's still really popular today. Watched it growing up as a kid. John Cleese, Connie Booth, fantastic. I believe it's Priscilla Scales, something like that. Andrew Sachs as Manuel. Only like, I think there's 12 episodes. 12 or 13 max. John Cleese is fantastic. One of the great British comedies of all time. Alright, up next we have Firefly. The complete series, of course. Great show by Joss Whedon. Nathan Fillion and the gang. Summer Glau. Alan Tudyk. Marina Baccarin. Really enjoyed the show. Like I said, I watched Serenity first when that movie came out, and didn't really know much about Firefly at the time, of course, but eventually got this and watched it. Really enjoyed it. Great dialogue. I especially love the dialogue in Firefly. It's so interesting and different than your typical sci-fi action TV series. And yeah, the characters are all great. Really enjoyed Firefly. Alright, up next, another show that didn't last as long as it should have, of course, Judd Apatow's Freaks and Geeks, the complete series. Loved the cast, of course. I've said Linda Cardellini is one of my favorite young actresses who should be a much bigger star. I just love her. Of course, you've got Seth Rogen, Jason Segel, and James Franco, all big comedic stars now. What's her name? She's really good as well. The blonde, I forget her name, but I see her on Twitter all the time. Good actress as well. These three guys, the geeks, I don't remember that much what they've done since. I know this guy, if I can see that. But this is my point. I've seen him on a couple of like internet shows, like I believe like what's his name? Not Sidney Pollock, the other Pollock, the actor Pollock. Yeah, he has an interview show and he like pops up on that show. Anyway, Freaks and Geeks, fantastic. Alright, up next we have Game of Thrones, of course, one of my favorite shows of the past decade. The complete first season. Sean Bean, fantastic for a while. Yeah, Lena Headey as Cersei, just wonderful. Sophie Turner and Maisie Williams, just a great cast. Aidan Gillen, Charles Dance, Peter Dinklage, fantastic. Emilia Clarke as Daenerys. Loved everything about Game of Thrones. Carice Van Houten as Melisandre. Kit Harington, of course. So that was the second season. Third season. Fourth season. Fifth season. Sixth season. But you can't really tell from that. These are all on Blu-ray. Seventh season and the much maligned eighth season. I still enjoyed the eighth season. The Long Night episode I think is fantastic, even though it's hard to see. And I didn't hate the conclusion of Emilia Clarke's character, as a lot of people did. How they got there, I mean, maybe you could question, but it was the only logical conclusion I thought for her. The ending scene with Bran and all that stuff, maybe that was not a good choice. What's her name? Gwendolyn. I forgot her last name. Who plays Brienne of Tarth, Captain Phasma from Star Wars. She was fantastic as well. And of course, Jamie. I can't forget about Jamie. Nikolai Costa-Waldau, fantastic. Yeah, I still loved Game of Thrones, despite people's gripes with the final season. And I also got this, Game of Thrones, Conquest and Rebellion. It's sort of animated. I haven't watched this yet, so I don't know what it's like. But it has the voice talents of some of the actors. Yeah, definitely something I should check out. But yeah, we'll watch the whole series, of course, while it was going. Yeah, love Game of Thrones. Right, guys, moving on down. Up next, we have Growing Pains, the complete first season. Of course, great 80s and 90s TV show with Alan Thicke and Kirk Cameron. The Seaver family. Yeah, really enjoyed it, even though Kirk Cameron sort of became a born-again Christian. But really good, fun, wholesome TV sitcom. Complete second season, complete third season, fourth season, fifth season. I still need to get like 6 and 7. I think it's a combo, and I think 7 is the one where Leo DiCaprio makes his appearance. So that's always fun. Up next, we have Hatfields and McCoys with Kevin Costner and Bill Paxton. Great. What did this one on? I think it was HBO. I'm not sure about that. But really good little mini-series, of course, about the dueling families. Up next, we have HeMan and the Masters of the Universe. Of course, the original Filmation 80s show. I absolutely loved the TV show growing up as a kid. I had all the action figures. I'm a huge He-Man fan, or at least I was back in the day. Yeah, I love how the spine makes out Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain like that. So we got Skeletor on Season 1, Volume 2. First one was Season 1, Volume 1. Then we got Man-at-Arms and Teela on there with He-Man Season 2, Volume 1. And Season 2, Volume 2. With Evil Lyn and Beastman on there. I'm really looking forward to Kevin Smith's Netflix show that's supposed to come out next year, He-Man Revelations. The voice cast is incredible. And I'm also going to throw in a little bonus for you guys right here. So, a bonus for you guys. Here is my Masters of the Universe action figure collection that I've been working on. Special shout out to watcher of my videos, Hijinks NCT. I hope I said that okay. He keeps asking me for my comic book collection. I don't have any comic books, but he's also been asking me for action figure collection. I have my Star Wars action figures up there as well behind me, above like my sci-fi section. I've showed a little bit of that, but I wanted to show this in conjunction with my HeMan Masters of the Universe TV box sets. Yeah, like I said, I loved HeMan when I was growing up as a kid, and I had most of the figures. But what I did to them when I was a kid, I grew up in, we had this sort of big garden, and like midway through the garden we had sort of a little sort of Chinese garden area. We had these like little trees and this sort of rock area, and there was like water running through it. So I basically made like sort of a Snake Mountain and a Castle Grayskull type of thing, and I put all my figures out there, and the way I would have them battle is I would throw rocks at them, and I ended up breaking and smashing like all of my old vintage HeMan figures. The only one that probably survived back then is Grizzlor. He was all furry, so he couldn't break if you threw like rocks at him, but like all the other ones, they're all like broken and smashed and long lost and forgotten. Back in my, they're probably still remnants of them in that like little garden area. But anyway, I had a lot of the figures, and I loved HeMan, like I said. So I've been collecting these new sort of vintage, they're based on the actual TV show form. So I've got my good guys up here, and then bad guys down here. So I've got HeMan right here, of course, awesome. I got Tila next to him. It's kind of hard to see with the shadow and the light. There isn't much light in the corner here, but I got Man-at-Arms right there. And over here I got She-Ra, Princess of Power, of course. Then up here I've got Prince Adam, Orko, loads of fun. We got Stratos, and we got Buzz Off. And I got room for more. Hopefully they put out more of these, because there's a whole bunch of characters they haven't done yet as far as this series go. But anyway, moving on down. Opposite HeMan we have Skeletor, of course. I love the skull design on this version of Skeletor as opposed to the vintage one. It looked really weird, if you remember that one. Evil Lynn, who was my favorite character growing up, her body like color was yellow. That was one of my favorite figures, but this one, it's more in keeping with her skin tone from the show. We got Beastman, and we got sort of She-Ra's opposite enemy, Hordak, right there. Again, it's hard to see with my shadow and the light here. Sorry about that. Can't be helped. Oh, we got Merman down here. Yeah, I used to always have Merman out in the little stream part of my garden. We got Trapjaw, which is a fantastic figure. I got Shadow Weaver. I don't really remember her from the show that much, to be honest. I haven't watched it in a while. It's kind of hard to tell with the glare on the cover there. And then we have Robot HeMan. So it sort of reminds me of They Live. If you know the John Carpenter movie, that version of Robot HeMan. There we go. Let's see if you can see the body there, and then like this sort of skeleton with the face ripped off with those eyes. That looks great. So, and then I got room for more bad guys down here. If they ever do make more of them, they're made by like Super 7, which is I believe it's a San Francisco based company. So anyway, that is my Masters of the Universe action figure collection that I've been working on over the summer, actually. So back to the regularly scheduled programming. Right, guys, moving on. Up next, we have Heidi High, another great BBC sitcom from the 80s that I grew up watching with Paul Shane, Ruth Maddock, Sue Pollard, and Jeffrey Holland. A group of actors that appeared in 3 different shows, British shows that I grew up watching that I love. This one's about a sort of holiday seaside resort. And all the hijinks that the staff get up to. Very dated looking show when I rewatched it when I got these, and these are all like Region 2 DVDs as well. But let's see, this is like, yeah, they have series 1 and 2, series 3 and 4, season 5 and 6, or series 7, and series 8 and 9. Up next, we have Homeland. Of course, Showtime series with Claire Danes, Damian Lewis, fantastic, Mandy Patinkin. Yeah, really good show. I really enjoyed Homeland. I've got the first 5 seasons, so the complete 2nd season, 3rd season, 4th season, 5th season. I think there goes up to 6 or 7. Rupert Friend, really good in these as well. Big fan of Claire Danes. It won't be the last show you see of her in my collection. All right, up next we have How I Met Your Mother, another great TV sitcom, of course, with Josh Radnor and Jason Segel, Allison Hannigan, Kobe Smulders, Neil Patrick Harris, fantastic as Barney. Completely going against his real life, his character in How I Met Your Mother. But good fun show. Season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5, season 6, I think. It should be 6. 7, 8, and the last season, yeah, final season. I will say that the conclusion of How I Met Your Mother was a disappointment. Christian Milioti, she's a good actress, and I wanted to see more of her. I'll say that much about that. Alright, up next we have It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, seasons 1 and 2. Great show, hilarious FX show with Glenn Howerton, who's fantastic, Charlie Day, hilarious, Rob McElhenney, Caitlin Olsen, and Danny DeVito. Big fan of this show. It's still running, I believe. So that was 1 and 2, right? What do we got? I can't even see here. Yeah, season 3, season 4, season 5, season 6, season 7, 8. Some of these covers are just great. 9, season 10, and yeah, they're up to like, I think 13 by now, something like that. Alright, up next we have the Jim Gaffigan Show, season 1. Yeah, Jim Gaffigan, big fan of his comedy, as you know if you saw my stand-up section. Yeah, good fun show. Adam Goldberg's in there. Michael Ian Black, hilarious. Ashley Williams, really good as his wife. Sort of taking his like real life and spinning it off into a little sitcom. It ran for a couple seasons, I believe. I need to get the 2nd season. Alright, up next we have The Kill Point. I believe this was an FX mini series. Really good though, with Donnie Wahlberg and John Leguizamo. It's about a hostage situation. A bunch of American Marines coming back from Iraq, sort of rob a bank, and it turns into this whole hostage situation. Really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Alright, up next we have Life. Yeah, documentary from PBS, BBC Earth. Really good nature documentary. Got the ones narrated by David Attenborough. I believe it might have been, I want to say Morgan Freeman did the American version. I could be wrong about that, or I'm thinking about March of Penguins or something. Anyway, always got to go with the BBC version for the narration for those. Alright, up next we have Louie, the complete first season. Louis C.K. I talked about him during my stand-up section again, but his show was really funny. I need to get the other seasons. They're probably nice and cheap now, because I only have the first 2, and I know it goes up to 5, so I have the complete second season as well. So that is television, TV, part 2. Up next will be part 3, halfway through right here. So thank you for watching as always, and until next time, I'll see you.